Hello everybody. In this video, it's the start of a series of 4 videos in which we go through our forecasting system in some detail. I'm going to show you how to create an entire simulation of a company. So you can take a company, one of your companies, and you can get the parameters right, and you can simulate that company, and you can run through the whole thing in a few minutes only. Okay, so these are the 4. Let's take you to the actual forecasting system. If I click here, I'm going to go to my app. So I'm going to go to my forecasting app, and then I've got the 4 items here, which is going to be the 4 videos we have. And this one we're going to be is the opening balances. So let's click on the opening balances, and now when I go here, I go to what we call a zap file, which is a mini application just dealing with the opening balances. So I'm coming into here, okay, and that goes there, and now I click on the opening balances, and here we have our opening trial balance. So what we're going to do here now is we're going to go through this opening trial balance. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten the opening trial balance, okay, and show in our ledger reconciliation that it's absolutely 0. So now I'm going to go clear here. That clears everything. I'm going to save it away. That right clicking in the amber is our save system. Now I want to come out of here, Now I'm going back to my ledger reconciliation, and you can see that this column, which represents the trial balance, okay, that has been absolutely flattened. Okay, these are the values I've got in there at the moment, but I'm going to change them. This is in the sub ledgers. These are the values coming from the sub ledgers, the totals coming from the sub ledgers, and this is going to balance. Okay, so our object is to balance this. So now I'm going to come back to here, and now I come back into here, and now I'm ready to go. So let's go to my cash book. Okay, I've got 300. Let's make it 400,000. So I'm saying I've got 400,000 in the bank. You can't really forecast this. This is just something that you have to plug in. Okay, so now we come back to there, right click in this tan color. Okay, and then it'll come back and it'll put there. We're starting to build the trial balance. Now I'm going to go to my trade debtors. Now this is the first example where we're going to use parameters. This aqua color here, I right click there, takes me to my parameters, and I can change what I want. So I'm saying this is the value that I want, and then I've got the count, so the number of actual items that I've got, and then a range. 30% means 30 either which way, up or down. Okay, so we can use that. Let's change him up a bit. This is make him 6-1. Okay, and 6-1, so we can see these values come through a little bit differently. Again, remember to save, always save. Okay, and then click on there. That now reduces. Now you can see I've got the 6-1. I've got 70 count, and I've got my 6.1 million, and now I can save here as well, and now that comes through on the side. Okay, now the provision for doubtful debts is a simple provision. If you look over here, we've got 4.5%. Let's just make it 6%. We think we're being a bit too generous there, so we'll click on that, and now we click on here, and that gives us our percentage there, and then we click back here. And trade credit is exactly the same kind of thing. I'm just going to run him again. There we go, and then click there, and now I get my 3-4. Now, before I can do my stock, I have to do a separate one. I have to do my stock dimension, which is not just a list of opening balances. And the stock dimension is actually very important in terms of this whole system. So I'm going to right-click here, go to the stock dimension, okay, and now let's go to the parameters. So what I want to do, I want to generate a list of stock items. Okay, that's what I'm trying to achieve here. Now, our contention is you don't need 10,000 items. Even if you've got 10,000 items in reality, if you put in 300, 500, some such number like that, that's more than enough, because the way it works, it's not specific. It's just a kind of a generic concept, but it will work extremely well. Having the extra 9,000 items doesn't really add anything to the value of the forecast. And we do the same thing with the number of invoices. If you have 100 invoices a day and give you something like about 8,000-9,000 invoices a year, because like till slips, we don't actually follow that. We just run about 500, 600, something like that. You can choose the number that you want, and it serves its purpose. If you have 3 invoices a day as opposed to 100 invoices a day, it still gives you the same number, still gives you all the quality that you want. So you'll find that this has actually worked. So let's just go and look at the parameters here, and they break down. We've got class 1 to 4, and then repeat class 1 to 4. This is for the prices, and this price that we're looking at here is the sales price. Okay, and we're going to put in there, no, sorry, yeah, that's the sales price, correct. So this is a range. The mean on this particular one would be about 750. Okay, and then so you've got these ranges BA to BB. Those ones are going to give you the prices, and this is then the proportion that goes. The first 20%, the next up to 50% is 2, up to 70%, and go up to 100% gives you the final range here. And then the second set here is a range for the gross margin. So we're saying here 30 to 50% or 25 to 55%, and it's going to work its way. It's going to take use random numbers to sort of vary the thing up and down, and you're going to end up with what you want there. Okay, I just click back there to save him, and now I can fire this off. Click here. Okay, and I've got a problem there. Trade creditors. Why did he come out like this now? Oh, no, I know what it is. Go back to here. That's the one I need to. That's the one I'm trying to do here. Okay, sorry, I did that one prematurely. Okay, right. So he's actually saved that. Let's save that dimension back there. And now what we're going to do is do. Let's go back to trade creditors here. Okay, and now what I need to do is to run trade creditors. Okay, and then that'll come back correctly, and then I can save that. And now we're going on to stock, and now I can run my stock here. It comes out about 6.1. There we go. Click here. And now I've got my stock, and now we can carry on stock provision. Again, same thing. We can look over here. I've got 5.8%. Let's say we realize it should be 6.9%. Okay, click back here on this one here, and now I click on there, and it goes up to 420, and I can save that. And now we can come down here, expenses. Okay, I've got 90,000. I'm happy with that. Just run them again. Okay, and click on there. Okay, and then we go to payroll creditors. Click on there. Okay, and now we come back from here. Okay, and then leave pay provision, same thing. I could go to my leave pay. I've got 170. Let's make it 140,000. Okay, and 140,000. Okay, there we go, and then click back here. Okay, and fire, and now we've got our 140, and now click back here, and now we go to our fixed assets. Okay, and here we've got sorry, that's leave pay provision. Just make sure you've got to click on this one, click on that, and then right click to be perfect. Again, same thing here. Let's go and just make this change, make a little change here. Let's go and say furniture bidding. I'm going to put that to 700,000, and computers up to 800,000. Okay, so I changed that. I'm going to click back here. Okay, and now I'm going to click on here and run my fixed assets, and it comes to 2.6 million. We've got both book and tax values in here, and now I'm going to save that away. Okay, and that comes to their borrowings. This is just a punch-in number. Okay, I'm going to take him down a bit to 1.5 million. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now we just save that for one. Okay, now VAT. Okay, this is the opening balances on my VAT. I'm happy with that. Go to my tax account. I'm happy with that. I see. Let's just come back there. I've got to click there. Sometimes it doesn't take. Okay, 136. Let's make him 140. Okay, and now I can click back here. Okay, and now deferred tax asset. If I have one. Okay, let's make him 80,000. Okay, and now click back there, and now I can go down to my deferred tax liability. Okay, I'm happy with that. 35. Okay, and now almost done. Share capital. Okay, I've got 100,000 par value, and then the premium. Okay, so I'm coming back to here now. My shareholders loans. I'm happy with this. Let's make him 380. Okay, making 380, and then fire that off like that. And now I've done. Then retained income becomes the balancing figure. I'm going to zoom in on here. Okay, and that's my balancing figure. So now I've balanced up my my trial balance, and I've got a complete opening trial balance, but it ties up to the sub ledgers. Okay, so now I can fire this one off like that. Okay, come back to here, and now go to my ledger reconciliation, and now everything's done and everything's balanced. Okay, and you can see that I've developed a complete population of my opening balances. So that is the role of this particular module, is to get to a set of opening balances, because we're going to create this entire simulation of data, which will look, in very many ways, will look totally similar to real data. It's got the same volumes, same values. It's just that obviously it's got no connection to reality. Okay, and we come out of there. So that's the end of this video, and then we're dealing with the transactions in subsequent videos. Thank you.